District play continues tonight as the Grayson County Cougars and Lady Cougars make the trip south to take on arch rival Butler County. Both of these teams played Butler County in the district tournament. For the Lady Cougars, it was their season that ended here on this floor. For the Cougar boys, it was them who ended the season of the Bears. Revenge for both of these teams are in the air today. Should be a great matchup between the Bears and the Cougars. And a good evening and welcome here to Butler County High School for tonight's coverage of Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105. Sam Gormley here with you today. We appreciate you taking the time to tune into tonight's coverage. Game one of our doubleheader features the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Butler County Lady Bears. Should be a great matchup here between these two teams. Grayson County 4-10, playing some better basketball as of late, while Butler County with a record of 9-5. They have lost 3 of their last 4 games. Coming up on our locker room show, we'll introduce you to both Grayson County and Butler County. We'll talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Todd Johnston, and we'll introduce you to the starting lineups. That comes up and more right here on the locker room show on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
On K105.
Welcome back to Butler County High School. Sam Gormley with you as this is the locker room show on K105. Butler County Lady Bears getting ready to take on the Lady Cougars. Lady Bears with a record of 9-5. They're 1-0 though in the 12th district as they defeated Whitesville Trinity in their first district game back on the 9th of December, 59-28. Leading scorer is Jenna Phelps. She's a really talented scorer, 5'9", 13.5 points, 8.1 rebounds per game. She's a great shooter, primarily, though, inside the arc. And she has been a thorn in the side of Grayson County at times throughout her career as well. The other players you'll need to know, Taylor Leach, the junior, 10.7 points and 4.9 rebounds per game. Other players standing out, the 8th grader coming off the bench, Ava Wilson. She's a center, 8.8 points and 7.6 points per game. She leads the team in free throw percentage at 82.1% as well. The thing with this Lady Bear team is they're not going to beat you shooting the 3-ball. They only shoot just under 19% from three-point range. That's not great. There's no other way to put it than that. They shoot 33% from the field, only average just about 48.6 points per game. This is a very different Lady Bears team than last year. Now, with that being said, they're still very talented. 9-5 record. Losses this year have come to Hancock County, really talented team. Russellville by 1 point, McCreary Central, Clinton County, and Todd County Central. They have defeated, though, their region foe and the district foe, though, as Whitesville Trinity. And they also beat a very talented Muhlenberg County team 61-49. Butler County's kind of been holding that 6th spot in our 3rd region media poll as well. Lady Cougars looking to pick up a district win and snap a long district losing streak. We'll take a break and introduce you to them coming up after this. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
My mom was caught doing drugs, and they said this is not where children are supposed to be. So they removed me and my siblings and put us into foster care.
Brianna spent 9 years in foster care before being adopted with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
After I was adopted, I felt very safe. I definitely see myself going in the right direction.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care like Brianna who need a family now. You can help us find them the safe, permanent homes they deserve. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back to Butler County High School. Grayson County Lady Cougars about to take on the Lady Bears. Lady Cougars looking to bounce back from a rougher performance on Monday against Warren East. They lost that one 44-30 against the Lady Raiders, but as we've said plenty of times, that game really, in the long run, means absolutely nothing. Tonight has a lot of meaning for this Lady Cougar team because, I mean, you're still very early on in district play. There's still a lot of opportunities for you to possibly sneak in as getting maybe 1 seed in this district. The district is very wide open. Edmonson County is probably the favorite to get the 1 seed. Butler County probably the favorite to get the 2. Grayson County probably the favorite to get the 3. But again, there's so much that can change, but that does not happen unless you play well tonight and pick up a win against a very talented Butler County team. They're going to need to turn to Sydney Perkins. They need to get her going again. 10.8 points, and she is averaging 2.3 rebounds per game. Sutton Van Meter, though, has been playing her best basketball as a Lady Cougar, averaging just under 6 points a game. She scored 9 points in 4 straight, at least 9 points in 4 straight games. Prior to those 4 games, she had not scored more than 8 points in a game. So her offense has really been coming along for this Lady Cougar program. Lady Cougars are coached by Todd Johnston. He's in his 2nd season at the helm of the program. We'll take a break, talk to him, and get his thoughts on the matchup after this. This is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes. Look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, Backpack Kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on.
To the left. To the right. Let's go.
Oh, honey, can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
I see a lot of your friends vaping.
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Connection. It's the name of the game in Grayson County schools. Connection with students, with colleagues, with community, through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connections that teach, that encourage, that build confidence, that show together we can, preparing students for life, equipped with real and real-world skills for success. Together, we are GC Connected.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on K105. Sam Gormley joined by the head coach of the Grayson County Lady Cougars, head coach Todd Johnston. And, Coach, you mentioned after the game against Warren East that you had not been as disappointed in a performance as you were after that one. And when you went back and watched the film, did you feel any better?
Actually, I did. We were disappointed we had such a bad second quarter against their box and one, but then you go back and watch it and you got good shots. We didn't take bad shots. We just, our Achilles heel is making shots, and the girls got a little frustrated because they didn't think what we were doing was working. I got frustrated, but we go back and we watch, and I was like, look at the shots we got. We were wide open, and that's what a box on one is designed to do, to get the wrong people, or maybe not the wrong people, but somebody other than Sydney shooting shots. So it was better than I thought. But again, the same thing keeps popping up, that, we go long stretches without being the score. And again, you hold somebody to 44 points, you should have a chance to win, and you shouldn't be losing by double figures when that happens. But they out-rebounded us, a little disappointed in the rebounding margin as well. But overall, it wasn't as bad as I thought.
Ella Narvaez is getting the start tonight. Why is that the right decision?
Well, she is, the Energizer Bunny. I've told her from the first time I met her, her goal is to go get every ball, constant motion, wreak havoc defensively, and she's done that for us. And she rebounds at a high rate. She's getting 5 rebounds or so a game and playing 13, 14 minutes. And, Butler County tonight, I'm not sure their bigs aren't as good, if not better, than they were last year. And they had some really good ones last year. But, this Wilson girl they bring off the bench is a handful. Phelps is probably the best player in our district and can do everything with her size and mobility. And so we need a little toughness on her tonight, fight her, block her out. And so Ella brings that for us. So it's not anything that Briley's done as far as starting or Isabel's done as far as starting. It's just Ella's earned this chance, and we need her toughness tonight.
A good start is a key in any game, but especially in district games, and even more so when it's a district game on the road. What does a good start look like?
Well, hopefully we got the lead at the end of the first quarter, and hopefully it's double figures for us. If we can get 12, 13 points, get on the board, get rolling, get feeling good about ourselves, build some confidence, that's what I would like to see. And whether Arissa start, her and Sydney are in a little bit of a slump shooting the ball right now, but, they got to take the shots when they're open. And, Sutton's playing great. I hope that continues. But if we can get and Kennedy's playing great. So if we can get Sid and Arissa back going offensively, getting their double figures for us, Sutton keeps playing, Kennedy keeps playing, Ella plays, and then, we'll have Briley and Bree and Isabel coming off the bench that can score. So, but hopefully a good start for us is, we got double figures and we're up.
Butler County is different than they were last year. They lost a lot from last year's district championship team, but they return Phelps and Leach, and then you mentioned the player coming off the bench as well. What do you see from them?
Well, again, Leach is very experienced, drives it, shoots it, but, Phelps is the difference maker for them. And, I don't think last year was a true showing of how good she was because of how, Butler County dominated post play with I think Cardwell and Clark were their names. So, but she can do it all. You know, she's 5'9", 5'10". She dribbles, she shoots, she posts, she passes, and she is a handful. So, you know, with their size and Edmonton's size, that'll be a battle when those two play. But hopefully, you know, our guards and our post play gets better, and our guards keep playing well, and maybe we can give some of them an L eventually.
How do you pick up a win?
Well, we got to score. You know, just like I've been saying, I told them I think 45 points can win tonight, but we got to keep them out of the paint and not let them score in the paint, and we got to keep them off the free throw line because Phelps and Wilson get there a lot because they're so strong and physical. So just got to wall up on our post defense, make them score over the top, and make sure we're blocking out if they do miss.
Coach, good luck. More here coming up on Locker Room Show after this.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to Butler County High School. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First for the Lady Bears of Butler County. Junior guard number 1, Taylor Leach. Freshman forward number 3, Anne-Marie Skaggs. Senior forward number 14, Jenna Phelps. Freshman guard number 20, Parker Willoughby. And senior center number 24, Kennedy Rice. Once more, that starting lineup: Leach, Skaggs, Phelps, Willoughby, and Rice. The assistant coaches are Chloe Fleener and Zeke Woodcock, and the head coach is Lexi Belcher. Now the starting lineup for your Grayson County Lady Cougars. Senior guard number 5, Arissa Riggs. She's averaging 7.6 points per game. Sydney Perkins is the junior guard. She's averaging just under 11 points a game. Sutton Van Meter, the sophomore guard, averaging 5.8 points per game. Kennedy Green, averaging 3.5 points and leads the team at 4.8 rebounds per game. And then getting her first career start, Ella Narvaez, 1.6 points and 3.7 rebounds per game. Once more, that lineup: Riggs, Perkins, Van Meter, Green, Narvaez. Assistant coach Selena Jones, Brian Jones. Head coach Todd Johnston. The play-by-play is next here on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Grayson County and Butler County about ready to get underway, and what should be a great matchup, a district matchup. Grayson County 0-1 in 12th district play. Butler County 1-0 in district play. Mr. Spirit is in the building tonight as well. It's his first road trip of the year. It is really good to see him out here, and if the Lady Cougars needed a burst to get ready to take on the Lady Bears, he's the man that'll do it. We'll give you the starting lineups and all the play-by-play one more time after this, as this is Grayson County Lady Cougar basketball on the Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars are getting ready to take on the Butler County Lady Bears. It should be a great matchup here between these two teams, as the Lady Bears enter with a record of 9-5. Grayson County enters with a record of 4-10. Starting lineups for Butler County is going to be Taylor Leach, Anne-Marie Skaggs, Jenna Phelps, Parker Willoughby, and Kennedy Rice. And for Grayson County is going to be Arissa Riggs, Sydney Perkins, Sutton Van Meter, Kennedy Green, and Ella Narvaez. Your officials here for tonight's game: Trevino Kelly, Sean Williams, and Lauren Frazier. As it's time for basketball in Morgantown here between the Grayson County Lady Cougars and the Butler County Lady Bears. As the opening tip here will be Kennedy Green to jump against Jenna Phelps. And it is tapped back, and the opening tip is controlled by the Lady Bears, who will be working from left to right on your radio dial. As it'll be out front now to the left wing. Lady Bears enter this game with a record of 9-5. They're 1-0 in the 12th district. It's passed into the corner to Phelps. Phelps down inside, bobbling the pass on the interior was Kennedy Rice. And we're going to have a jump ball that is going to give possession to Grayson County. Lady Cougars going to get their first possession of the game. They have a record of 4-10, 0-1 in the 12th district. They had their two-game winning streak snapped on Monday against Warren East. It was a 44-30 loss. Sutton Van Meter and Sydney Perkins both had 9 points in that game. The key, though, to this one for Grayson is to get Van Meter and Riggs rolling again offensively for Grayson. Lady Cougars will work from right to left on your radio dials. There's a jump pass down to the right block to Kennedy Green. She bobbles it, and it's ripped away and taken away by Rice. Phelps down the near side, spins down the right lane, blocked by Green on the interior, and the ball's going to go out of bounds off of Grayson County. Lady Cougars wearing new jerseys tonight. Wearing orange jerseys with a white stripe up each side and white numerals. The Butler County in their traditional home whites with the blue numerals and the blue stripe up each side. Leach on the left wing. Out front, thought about the three, now driving in, back out to Leach at the left elbow. She crosses it to Phelps on the right elbow. Phelps at the free throw line, back to Leach. Leach crosses it into the far corner, an 18-foot jumper, far sides off the back of the iron, and missed by Parker Willoughby, the freshman. Riggs gets the rebound and immediately looks to push up the far side of the floor for Grayson. Riggs, right wing three is up, count it! Riggs puts in a three. She has always had success playing in Butler County, and Arissa Riggs strikes first. Lady Cougs up 3-0. 6:45 to play in the first quarter. Phelps gives it off into the left corner. Out front to Leach. She'll take a three to answer. It's off the back of the iron. Long rebound chased down in the near corner, though, by Willoughby for Butler County. Lady Cougars going with man-to-man defense here to start. Actually, it looks like a little bit of zone pressure. 2-3 zone here to open up for Grayson. Right side, Willoughby. Drives down, gets it into the near corner. Inside to Phelps. Screen sets it off for Phelps, and she gets the shot on the right side. 3-2, Lady Cougars lead. 6:15 left here in the opening quarter from Butler County High School. They give it into Sydney Perkins. Perkins gives it back into the middle to Riggs. Riggs will take it up the far side of the floor, working from right to left again on the radio dial. Riggs spins around at the free throw line, tries to get it off to Narvaez in the corner. Loose ball. Narvaez has it, and she's fouled by Butler. So Narvaez was taken out low by Kennedy Rice, I believe. We'll see who that foul was called on. Actually, it might have been on Willoughby. As we're on the far side, so it's tough for us to see. It was, I think, on Willoughby is who they ended up giving the foul call to. Right side, Riggs. Driven backwards by Phelps. Riggs toes the line. Is able to spin around the trap. Off to Narvaez. Back out to Perkins, and she loses the ball out of bounds. Butler County runs that run and jump defense where they will leave players open. They will just run, and they'll, it's what the defense is, run and jump. And because of that, they do leave players open at times. And if Grayson County can consistently beat that open pressure, they have a chance at winning today. They lead 3-2. 5:44 left here in the opening quarter of play. Willoughby in the near corner. Loses her dribble. Gives it off to the right side to Rice. Rice back out front to Taylor Leach. Leach, 10.7 points, 4.9 rebounds. She was 2022 All-Region team in the region tournament as Butler County lost to Breckenridge County in the region quarterfinals after winning their first district championship since 1993. Last year here at home in a win over Edmondson County. Into the near corner, knocked out of bounds by Riggs. Riggs picked up on Kennedy Rice, immediately knocked the ball out. But since that Butler County team, they lost a lot from last season. Gracie Leach, Gracie Cardwell, Taylon Clark, Jalen Taylor. They lost a lot of players, but they do return Taylor Leach and Jenna Phelps right on cue. Phelps is blocked by Green on the interior. Interior pass, Green again sticks her hand in. Spinning around, jump shot is good in the lane, made by Anne-Marie Skaggs to give Butler County the lead at 4-3. 4:50 left in the first quarter of play. Bounce pass into Van Meter. Gives it back out to the far side now to Riggs. Into the middle to Van Meter. Van Meter breaks the timeline at the logo. Outlet pass, left wing Riggs. Riggs picks up her dribble, now dribbles it off to the right side. Gets a screen, drives down the right side. Shots blocked and picked up by Skaggs on the interior. Skaggs bounce pass off to Leach. Here come the Lady Bears. They're looking to push. Leach slows down as she crosses it, gives a no-look pass to Phelps. Near side three is good for Jenna Phelps. Phelps not a great three-point shooter, only 16% from three. But it's Butler County now that has a 7-0 run. Riggs has got to get it in, throws it. Perkins has it, loses the ball, and a loose ball is going to be picked up on the floor. And we might have a foul on Butler. They're going to talk it over, and it is, I think, going to be a foul on Butler County. Out of bounds, rather. And a Butler County player came diving in, and her foot was out of bounds. That almost could have been a foul on Butler. You can go diving in after a ball, but there is a line. Van Meter on the right side, bounce pass right wing, Narvaez. Narvaez out front to Green, swings it off to the left wing to Van Meter. Van Meter outside to Green, she's bumped, no whistle. Down inside Green, flips it up, left side shots, missed, but she'll go to the free throw line after being fouled by Butler County. Foul's going to be called on Skaggs, her first, team's second. And Kennedy Green will get her chance at the free throw line. Green this season, 72.2% from the charity stripe for the freshman. She's been playing very well as of late. First free throw by Green rattles in. And for Kennedy, she's one of those players that I can't wait to see what senior Kennedy Green is going to be like, because she is getting better every single time she hits the floor. I think she's going to be a menace. She misses the second free throw. Narvaez gets the rebound, looking for help, and passes it out front to Perkins. Perkins off to the left wing to Riggs. Riggs gets a screen from Perkins. Riggs drives down. Bounce pass to Narvaez on the right wing. Great rebound by Ella Narvaez to extend this possession for the Lady Cougars. Out front, Riggs, 7-4. Butler leads 3.5 left to play in the first quarter. Riggs on the right side, loses the ball. Gains it back, though, does Kennedy Green. Out front now to Perkins. Perkins in between the circles, picks up her dribble, finds Riggs out front. Riggs lets Phelps go by her. Riggs drives in, shots up, good. Count the basket. Or did we have an offensive foul? No, it is. It is a basket made. Butler County thought it was an offensive foul, and I was going to say if it was an offensive foul, it would have not been a very good call. Instead, it's a foul called on Phelps, I believe. Butler County still doesn't know that it was count the basket. Now they realize it. So Marissa Riggs makes the basket. She's going to go to the line to try and convert. We're going to have a sub into the game here for Butler County. It is going to be Tinsley Belcher. Belcher has appeared in 13 games this season, averaging 1.6 points and 1 rebound a game. Free throw by Riggs is good. Tie game here, 7-7, 3:18 left to play here in the opening quarter. Here from Butler County High School. Second district game of the season for both of these teams. Butler County has played now both of theirs at home this year. Grayson County lost to Edmondson County in their home district opener. Playing this one, though, on the road. Willoughby, bounce pass to Leach. Leach gets it inside to Phelps. Phelps down inside, ripping it away. Shot on the right side is missed by Phelps. She's going to go to the free throw line as she's fouled by Grayson County on the interior. Kennedy Green picks up the foul, her first, team's first. And to the line will be Jenna Phelps. Phelps, 62.2% from the free throw line this season. She's got 2 coming here, and the first one is good to give Butler County the lead back at 8-7. Into the game for Butler County is the 8th grader Ava Wilson. She's a talented young player for this Lady Bears team. 8.8 points, 7.6 rebounds a game. She's somebody that Grayson County's going to have to keep an eye on in this one. Phelps makes both free throws. Phelps has got 7 of the 9 for Butler. And they lead 9-7 against Grayson County. 2:45 left to play in the first quarter. Left wing Riggs. Out front in between the circles to the right side to Green. Green takes dribbling it off. Handoff pass to Narvaez. Off to the right wing to Riggs. Riggs drives down the right side. Layup. Right side's missed, but she'll go to the free throw line. Foul called on Butler County. It's called on Parker Willoughby. That is her second, team's 4th. Arissa Riggs will get 2 free throws, and Lexi Belcher, the head coach, will have to go to her bench. Riggs 1 of 1 on free throws in this game, 77% coming into tonight's contest. First one is short from Riggs. Riggs' career high is 24 points, came against Butler County in the 12th District Championship back in 2021 at Whitesville Trinity High School. Second free throw by Riggs, nothing but nets. Riggs has 7. It's 9-8 Butler. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter of play from Morgantown, Kentucky. Right side, Leach. Into the near corner to Phelps. Phelps, interior pass. Grayson County immediately came with a double team. Taylor Leach dumps it off to the right side, and Wilson just loses the ball out of bounds. She tried the spin move, and sometimes that spin move is too good for your own benefit, and she just lost it on the way up. Grayson County gets the ball. Riggs has got to get it in. She throws it in and throws it away. Butler County saves it inbounds. They give it into Leach. Leach jump pass down to the left block to Willoughby. Shot's good on the left side, and Willoughby will go to the free throw line. We'll see you. The foul's called on for Grayson County. It's called on Sutton Van Meter. That is her first, team's second. And Parker Willoughby, the 52.2% free throw shooter, will try to convert on the and one. Free throw is up, and the free throw is off the back of the iron, and we're going to have a lane violation called on Ella Narvaez. That's going to give Butler County another chance at the free throw. It's a big mistake for Grayson. And she makes them pay for it as well as she makes that free throw. Skaggs re-enters for Butler. Parker Willoughby checks out. 12-8, Grayson County trails Butler County. 2:08 left here in the opening quarter of play. Riggs to trigger. Gets it into Perkins. Perkins up the near side of the floor as she careens around 2 Butler County defenders and then loses it. It's taken away Butler. Fast break layup good off the left side by Anne-Marie Skaggs. And Butler leads 14-8 under 2 minutes to play. Here in the first quarter, Riggs right up the middle for Grayson. Looking for an answer. They give it off to Green. An 18-foot jumper. Far side is short. Rebounded by the Lady Bears, and the Lady Cougars have gone cold from the field. Phelps passing off to the left wing. A 3 is up, and it is an air ball. There to rebound on the inside is Skaggs. It's stripped. Loose ball is going to be a jump ball And possession's going to stay with Butler. 14-8, Butler County leads Grayson County. Just over 90 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Briley Renfro comes in. Ella Narvaez will check out. It's the first player into the game for Grayson. 1.4 points and just under 2 rebounds a game for Renfro. Phelps triggers into the far corner, and losing the ball out of bounds was Skaggs, but she lost it out because Sutton Van Meter stuck her paw in there and knocked it out. Phelps to trigger from right in front in that far corner opposite of our vantage point. Off to the left wing to Leach. Leach guarded by Van Meter. Off to the left wing. Back now to Leach. Leach deep on the left side. Lets Perkins go by her at the free throw line. Gets it inside to Skaggs. Skaggs over top of Renfro. Renfro might have gotten a piece of it. Rebounded on the inside by Green, and Green is fouled on the inside by Skaggs after picking up the rebound. For Skaggs, that'll be her second. Team's fifth. The foul's starting to add up for Butler County. Riggs to pass in. Gets it into Renfro. Renfro spins at the half-court line. Up the far side of the floor, being chased into the line. She spins around one defender. Renfro dumps it off into Green, who gets it outside to Riggs. Left wing three is off the back of the iron. Rebound saved in by Renfro. Into the hands, though, of Phelps for Butler County. Phelps angles back towards the middle. She looks to push down the right side. Backs it off to the right wing. Jump pass inside to Wilson. Wilson's wrapped up. We're going to have a jump ball. And possession is going to head towards Grayson County. 14-8, 55.5 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And we have a whistle blown as Isabel Blanton will come into the game for the Lady Cougars. Coming out will be Sydney Perkins. Blanton on the year for Grayson. 4.4 points, 1.6 rebounds a game. Sutton Van Meter up the far side of the floor for Grayson County. Van Meter into the far corner. Bumped and steps out of bounds. Wilson was guarding her all the way down the floor. And use that defender that is undefeated in the baseline. 48.8 seconds left here in the opening quarter, 14-8. In for Butler County is going to be Carrington Hunt. She's appeared in 6 games this season, 4 points and 1 rebound. Re-entering for Grayson is going to be Ellen Narvaez in place of Kennedy Green. Butler County will have the ball. It's 14-8. Butler County on top. 48.8 seconds left here in the opening quarter of play from Morgantown, Kentucky. Leach working from left to right. Right side to Hunt, who just entered the game. Hunt back to Leach. Leach does a ball fake, gives it off to Phelps. Phelps down inside now to the right block. Phelps spins and loses the ball, and we're going to have a foul called on Grayson County's Isabel Blanton. Blanton's first, team's third. Phelps to the line to shoot 2. They're going to give her a shooting foul there. Phelps 2 of 2 on the free throw line in this game. First one is no good, just a little bit too long. Sydney Perkins re-enters for Grayson. Arissa Riggs will take a seat. 31.5 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter of play. It's 14-8. 31.5 here. Second free throw, Phelps is good. She makes the second. 15-8, Butler leads. Bounce pass into Van Meter. Van Meter in between the circles for Grayson. Picks up her dribble, the handoff pass to Renfro. Renfro at the free throw line, kicks it out to Narvaez in the far corner. Narvaez drives far baseline into the near corner. Blanton, 3 is up. Just a little bit too long. She gets her own rebound, though. Bounce pass to Narvaez, off to the right wing to Renfro. Out front, Van Meter. 3 is good. Sutton Van Meter puts in the 3, makes it a 4-point game. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Leach up the far side with 3 seconds. Gives it off to the right wing. A 3 is up for Hunt at the buzzer. It's good. Carrington Hunt had not hit a 3 all season. She'd not attempted one, but she puts in the 3 there to give Butler County the 18-11 lead at the end of the first quarter of play. We'll take a break and come back. Your score at the end of one, 18-11. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
County trails Butler County as we get ready to start the second quarter of play. Score update that just came through that makes things very interesting here tonight. Whitesville Trinity leads Edmondson County in girls basketball 10-5 at the end of the first quarter. Lady Raiders still looking for their first win of the season. I mean, that means if Whitesville Trinity can hang on here today, that can really open up this district as far as who can get that number 1 seed for the district tournament. We got a whole lot of basketball left to play. Lady Bears will start the quarter with the basketball. It'll be Jenna Phelps to pass in to Taylor Leach. 18-11, that last second three put in by Carrington Hunt. She had only attempted 3 shots from the field prior to that, none of them from three-point range. Driving down near baseline is Hunt. Shot inside the lane is good by Phelps. Jenna Phelps being able to do whatever she wants, and it's 20-11, Butler County. Van Meter into the middle to Renfro. He's a little bit behind her. Renfro was able to go down and get the pass, though. Riley Renfro's got to break the timeline. She does with a spin move across the far side of the floor. Renfro down the right side, and we're going to have a bump foul called on Butler County. Be called on Carrington Hunt, her first, team's 6th. 20-11, Butler leads Grayson. 7:24 left to play here in the opening quarter of play. Isabel Blanton and Bradley Renfro come out. Kennedy Green and Arissa Riggs re-enter for the Lady Cougars. For Grayson on the floor, you've got Van Meter, Narvaez, Green, Riggs, and Perkins. This is the starting lineup tonight for Grayson. It's a pass into Perkins. Fires it off to the left wing to Riggs. Into the near corner, Van Meter, another 3 up, and good! Van Meter hits her second 3 of the game. She's got 6. And the net is caught up in the rim. And the official, Lauren Frazier, was right there to make sure to get it uncaught. It's 20-14, 7:16 left to play here in the first half of play. Sutton Van Meter's got a pair of 3s early on in this game. Grayson County's leading scorer, Cindy Perkins, has not attempted a shot from the field early on in this. Bounce pass left wing. Out front to Leach. Leach swings it off to Hunt. 2 takes an extra step on the right wing. She did that little drive, and they're going to call that just about every single time. Renfro re-enters for Grayson. Narvaez checks out for the Lady Cougars, and immediately assistant coach Brian Jones is going into the training bag, and Narvaez took off her sock and one of her shoes. It looks like they're going to tape up one of her ankles. Green drives the baseline, and when she did, she stepped out of bounds. Butler County's going to get the ball right back. Hopefully Narvaez is okay. Brian Jones, the assistant coach, is currently wrapping up her ankle right now on the bench. 6:48 left to play in the first half of play. It is 20-14. Butler County leads Grayson. Left wing Leach. Deep on the left side, gives it off to Belcher. Right wing Hunt. Hunt drives down, now backs it off, looking to get it into Phelps. Back outside now to Leach, straight away. Right side Hunt. Back to Leach. She'll let the 3 go straight away. It's in and out. Rebounded by Green on the inside. She loses it as it's ripped away by Phelps. Her putback is good, and she'll go to the line. Foul's called on Kennedy Green. That is her second. Team's 4th. It's a big second foul there, especially with Narvaez on the bench right now getting worked on. Free throw is good by Jenna Phelps. Phelps has 11 of their 23 points for Butler County. 6:10 to play in the first quarter. Van Meter off to the left wing. Has it in between the circles. Careening over to the far side with a handoff pass to Riggs. Riggs with Phelps right in her hand. Gets a screen from Renfro. Doesn't take it. Riggs just drives downhill. Right side. Misses the layup short. Todd Johnston wanted a foul. He didn't get it. Rebounded by Butler County on the inside. Kicks it in the near corner. Hunt. She'll drive near baseline. Picks up her dribble. Passes out front. Poked away by Perkins. Fast break for Perkins. Down the right side. Layup missed by Perkins on the inside. Rebounded by Butler County. And the Lady Bears are pushing up the far side. Leach gives it off to Belcher. Into the near side. Pass thrown away by Tinsley Belcher. That's a big missed opportunity on the fast break. One-on-one. Perkins had position, and she just missed it. Brooklyn Dennis comes into the game here for Grayson in place of Kennedy Green, who had those 2 fouls. Dennis returning from the broken elbow that she suffered in the scrimmage against South Warren. She's only played a couple of games since coming back from that point, and Todd Johnson's putting her in a district game right here. Left wing, we're going to have an offensive foul called on Grayson County on the inside. And immediately Brooklyn Dennis picks up the offensive foul. Her first, team's 5th. I didn't see it. Sean Williams, the official, was right there on top of it. I'm not saying that it didn't happen. I just wasn't looking at it when it did. I saw a couple players hit the deck, but I saw Sydney Perkins hit the deck. I'm not sure if maybe she got screened by her own man or what. Near corner, Rice. Out front to Leach. Leach kicks it off. A left wing 3 by Belcher is long. Rebounded on the floor by Hunt, in the near corner. Hunt gives it off to the right side to Belcher. Bounce pass in. Taken away by Van Meter. Lady Cougars have numbers. Van Meter down the right side. Tries to give it back in transition by Riggs, but it was knocked out of bounds by Phelps. It's probably one that Van Meter just needs to take to the hole, and if anything, you're going to get fouled, and you're an 87.5% free throw shooter. You're a great free throw shooter for Van Meter. Take advantage of that. Bree Jones and Ellen Narvaez come back in here for Grayson. Sydney Perkins comes out, as will. Well, Grayson's got 6 on the floor right now. Lady Cougars have 6 on the floor, and they haven't realized it. Now Renfro's got to come out. And the officials didn't realize it, and because of it, it's no technical. It's knocked out. It's going to stay Grayson County basketball. So since they didn't realize it, it's not a technical. Butler County's bench is now they're going to talk it over. But I think since it wasn't called when it happened, I don't think they can now decide to put a technical. I don't think they can do that. I think since it wasn't called immediately, Todd Johnson was not happy with. They're just going to say play on, which I think is the right thing. They didn't catch it right away. And because of that, I don't think they can call it. It'd be Grayson County to trigger. Sutton Van Meter from right in front of the Butler County bench. Lexi Belcher's trying to get an explanation, but I think it's just one that they missed. Van Meter just throws it in off of the Butler County player. She didn't have anything going, so she just threw it right off of the inbounder. 23-14, Butler leads Grayson. 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to play here in the opening half of play. Van Meter gets it in with a bounce pass to Blanton, who is called for an offensive foul. That is her second, team 6th. To be honest, I didn't see it. Sean Williams, the official, had the best angle out of it. I guess she might have gotten her with the elbow or something on the drive, but Blanton was the player who fell out. And Phelps walks with it in the near corner. Kind of an interesting, weird play there is Isabel Blanton has 2 fouls now for Grayson. Todd Johnston does have her in the game still right now with those 2 fouls. Jones in the middle, loses it from behind, and it's knocked away. Passing off into the far side to Hunt. Out front, Phelps lets the 3 fly, and Phelps misses it. Brooklyn Dennis gets the rebound for Grayson. Gives it off to Bree Jones, who crosses it over to the far corner to Riggs. Riggs on the right wing. She'll drive down, and she loses it. Another turnover for Grayson. Just some costly turnovers in this game. Leach at the free throw line. Her jumper's way off to the left. Rebound knocked off into the hands, though, of Butler County. Out front, Phelps sticks the arm out, trying to create her own space. Right side, Bailey Moore is into the game here for Butler County. Moore appeared in 11 games, 2.3 points, 1.7 rebounds a contest. It's 23-11, Butler on top of Grayson. Leach off to the right side to Carrington Hunt. Inside to Phelps, gets a screen and walked with it. The screen didn't come early enough, and because of that, Phelps had to do a stutter step. Timeout on the floor. 3:43 left to play in the first half of play. It's 23-14. Grayson trails. Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
It's 23-14. Grayson County trails Butler County here in the second quarter. Todd Johnston took the 32nd timeout. Only basket here in the second quarter was the three-pointer by Sutton Van Meter. Although offensively for Butler, it's not been much in the second quarter as well. Really, I think if you're the Lady Cougars, you just got to find a way to slow down Jenna Phelps. The Riggs to trigger. Got to get more and stop. They've made a lot of just silly turnovers as Jones breaks the timeline across the far side. She spins around and waits for help. Jones on the left wing. Bounce pass inside to Riggs. She has to go down to grab it. Flip shot right side is missed. Phelps gets the rebound for Butler. Phelps looks to push up the near side of the floor. Inside pass, spinning around, blocked on the inside. I think Narvaez got a hand on it. Rice's shot was rejected. Van Meter's got the ball up the near side of the floor, picks up her dribble, crosses it over to Riggs. Riggs will break the timeline. Riggs drives down, kicks it near corner for Blanton, driving near baseline. Blanton pulls up, shot was blocked from behind. Rebound on the floor, bounces around, and Butler County has it. And falling down with it is Rice, and we're going to have a foul, I believe, decided. And it's on Blanton. That'll be her third. I'll tell you what, the official, this will be 1-1 for Jenna Phelps. Phelps fell down. And the official stuck his hand out, and I think was like, wait, is this out of bounds or is the ball going to be a foul? I think he said, well, since she fell out of bounds, it probably should be a foul. You can kind of see the processing happen. Phelps will go to the line to shoot one in the bonus. She's made a living at the free throw line in this game. First free throw was good. That makes it a 10-point game. Second one for Phelps is good. She gets the shooter's roll. It's 25-14. Grayson County trails Butler County. 3 minutes left here in the first half. Lady Cougars just need a bucket here. Start chipping away at this lead. Riggs out front to Narvaez. Crosses it off to the left wing to Jones. Jones out front to Narvaez. Narvaez gives it off deep on the right wing to Riggs. Riggs guarded by Phelps. Drives in, now backs it off. Riggs picks up her dribble, hands it off to Perkins, driving far baseline, and she just loses it out of bounds. Phelps straight up. Didn't let Perkins get the drive, and it's another turnover for Grayson. 2.5 left to play here in the first half. Lady Cougars have only scored 3 points in this quarter. Leach thought about pulling up straight away. Gives it into the near corner to Phelps. Back outside now, swinging it off to Leach. Leach drives down the left side, throws up a shot, and it's just ripped away by Narvaez. Good no call by the official. Up to the far side. Riggs has it in transition into Narvaez. Narvaez into the middle, goes up, right side shot is missed. Rebounded by Phelps on the inside. Outlet pass to Leach. She wasn't ready for it. Is able to run it down, though, in the corner, guarded by Van Meter. Out front to Phelps, in between the circles. Back now, Leach right side. Leach will back it off. Set it up. The junior guard, Taylor Leach, leads the team in three-point percentage. Only 23%, though. There's a three coming left wing for Belcher. That's missed. Perkins picks up the loose ball for Grayson. Perkins gives it back now to Van Meter. An outlet pass to Jones. Jones on the right wing. She's looking for help. Jones takes it down the left side, kicks it into the corner to Narvaez. Back now to Perkins. She'll let the 3-5. Left wing, in and out. Phelps gets another rebound for Butler County. Jenna Phelps averages 8.1 rebounds a game. She's well on her way to hitting that mark if she hasn't already in this first half. Right wing three for Taylor Leach is in. It's her first points of the game. Butler County's doubled up Grayson, 28-14. 1:10 left in the first half of play. Into the middle to Van Meter. Van Meter behind the back dribble. Spins it around, gives it off to the logo to Jones. Right wing Riggs. Riggs drives in, pulls up 15 feet, right side, too long. Perkins gets the rebound, puts it up, and she's fouled. Free throws will come for Grayson County. Be one of their better free throw shooters than Sydney Perkins. It's called on Kennedy Rice, her first, team 7th. Perkins is yet to score in this game. 2 free throws coming. for Perkins on the year. And the first one's no good as it dies on the back of the rim, 78.4%. Briley Renfro comes in for Sutton Van Meter. And Ava Wilson re-enters for the Lady Bears. Perkins nails the second one. 28-15 Butler leads Grayson. If you're Grayson County, try and get a stop and get a basket. If you can bring this to 11 or closer, you got to feel decent because, you've been in some foul trouble in this game. I think you're just trying to find your way to extend as this ball's knocked into the backcourt. And a loose ball diving after it. We're going to have a jump ball, and that's going to give possession to Grayson. That's huge there. 33.7 seconds left in the first half. And this will be an interesting decision for Todd Johnston. Got 33.7 on the clock. Sutton Van Meter immediately re-enters the game for Grayson. Bree Jones will come out. Do you hold for the final shot, or do you try and go for something quick here to try and get as many points as you can? Van Meter gets it into Riggs on the right block. Riggs looking for help. She spins it around, and it's just going to be ripped away, and a jump ball is going to give the ball right back to Butler. Now, that's not what you wanted if you're Grayson. Jenna Phelps just did a great job there just ripping it up, ripping it away from Riggs. Now you would almost guarantee Butler's going to hold for the final shot, and they're going to take the at least 13-point lead into the half. Free throw line to Phelps. Inside to Phelps in the right block. She's triple teamed. We're going to have a foul called on Grayson. That'll be 1-and-1 coming for Jenna Phelps. The foul is whistled on Briley Renfro. That is her first and the team's 8th. Todd Johnston didn't seem to agree with the call. He probably thought it should have been a jump ball. Free throw by Phelps is missed. And rebounded on the inside, though, by Grayson. They've got 8 seconds to try and make something happen. Van Meter with 5 seconds. Crosses it to Riggs on the right wing. A three is up for the senior. Might have been partially blocked. It's an air ball. Saved in bounds, though, by Grayson. But not before the clock runs out. Lady Cougars only score 4 points in the second quarter of play. Butler County scores 10. And at the end of the first half of play, it's the Lady Bears that lead Grayson 28-15. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Lady Cougars trail 28-15 at the half against Butler County. Second quarter is just something that we've seen quite often from this Lady Cougar team. Just have not been able to consistently get shots, and sometimes that shot does not fall. But it was also just turnovers for the Lady Cougars. I can't keep track of that. It's just I can only really keep track of points. But it's not a number that Todd Johnston has to be happy with at all. And a lot of it, too, is just unforced turnovers or turnovers that you're letting Butler County make easy plays because of it. Lady Cougars going to have to shore some of that up, and they're going to have to get a good start in this third quarter or Butler County is going to pick up the easy district home win. Coming up on our halftime show, we will run down some scores from around the region, the scores from this game, and we'll get you ready for the second half of play. Again, your score at the half, Grayson County trails Butler County 28-15, as this is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters,
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Oh boy. What? We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Butler County High School, where they're doing a half-court contest, I guess. So what it is you pay $1 to take a shot, and if you make the shot, you get a gift card to a restaurant. And that restaurant doesn't sponsor me, so I'm not going to give them a shout out. But there's only been one person from Grayson County that has attempted the shot, and Jacob Bratcher got up there and he put it in. And that's all that matters. Uh-oh, do we have Ryan Keys now, one of the Cougar managers, getting out there taking some shots as well? Okay, maybe we'll have to at least put this on here. He's going to get in line. While we do that, we'll run down a quick score, too, as Grayson County trails 28-15 at the half. At the end of the first quarter in boys basketball, E-Town leads Central Hardin 17-13. Girls basketball, Muhlenberg County leads Ohio County 24-19. In boys basketball, LaRue County leads Garrett County 21-20 rather. At the half, Whitesville Trinity leads Edmondson County 17-16. In girls basketball, South Warren leads Greenwood 25-22. Those are most of the scores that I have to bring you coming through right now from around the region. We're running a little short on time, but we'll hold off here in a second because I think Grayson County manager Ryan Keys is about to attempt his half-court shot. We'll at least bring it to him. Okay, here it comes. Keys is going to take one dribble, takes another one, lets it fly, and it's short. We waited all that for that. 28-15 at the half. We'll come back with more. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind, and when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County trails Butler County 28-15 at the half. Running on the scoring for the first half of play for Butler County, Jenna Phelps, 15 points. 4 points for Anne-Marie Skaggs, 3 each for Carrington Hunt, Taylor Leach, and Parker Willoughby. For Grayson County, it's Arissa Riggs. She leads the way with 7 points, 6 for Sutton Van Meter, 1 each for Kennedy Green and Sydney Perkins. Lady Cougars came out about 2 or 3 minutes ago, starting to get some of their warm-up shots, and I'm sure for Todd Johnston it was 2 things. Well, maybe 3 things. Number 1 is we got to find a way to slow down Jenna Phelps. Number 2, we got to stop making some careless turnovers. Number 3, got to find a way to make some shots. It's that simple. As I know John Calipari's line is, you don't have to make them all, but you can't miss them all. And that was kind of the story for Grayson County. 28-15 at the half. Second half's next on K105.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to Morgantown. Grayson County Lady Cougars trail 28-15 as we get ready to start the third quarter of play. And these first 2 or 3 minutes of this third quarter for Grayson County are going to be huge. Got to find a way to get a couple of good early baskets to see what they can do moving forward here in this quarter. It will be Lady Cougar ball to start the quarter. They'll be working from left to right now on your radio dial. Be Riggs to trigger as Lady Cougars going with their starting lineup again with Narvaez, Green, Van Meter, Perkins, Riggs. They give it in to Van Meter. Both teams dealing with a little bit of foul trouble. Blankton has 3 for Grayson. Green has 2 as well for the Lady Cougars. Van Meter on the left wing for Grayson County. They only scored 4 points in the second quarter. Got to find a way to get some more consistent offense. Van Meter on the far side. Gets it back towards the middle. Gives it off to Riggs deep on the right wing. Riggs fakes the drive. Now bounces it back out front. Left wing Perkins. Perkins gets a screen from Narvaez. She'll give it out to the left wing to Riggs. Ball fake. Riggs drives down the right side. Layup partially blocked by Rice on the interior. She picks up the rebound, and the Lady Bears are looking to push. Jenna Phelps had 15 points in the first half of play as inside passes knocked around. Shots too long. Rice there to clean it up. She misses the layup on the inside, and it'll go out of bounds. Grayson County's going to get the basketball. 7:11 to play here in the third quarter of play. No, they're going to say Butler County ball. Interesting. I thought that was off of Butler. Phelps passes into the near side to Rice. Left wing Leach. Out front, Willoughby. Willoughby drives in. Floater is short. Rebound bounces around, and Riggs has it and taps it off to Van Meter, who immediately pushes it down the floor. Van Meter to Riggs on the right side. Riggs gets a screen from Narvaez and from Green. Handoff past Perkins, who bobbles the pass. Perkins on the right side, drives down the right side, shot, fouled. She'll go to the line after being fouled by either Leach or Rice. Probably picked the poison. They'll give it to Rice. It's only her second, team's first of the second half. Sydney Perkins the line. She only scored 1 point in the first half of play. It was from the free throw line, obviously, because there is no 1 point shot from the field. First one is no good. It pops out. I like that from Ellen Narvaez, too, as she immediately goes up and kind of taps Perkins on the side, saying, like, come on, well, you're good. Kennedy Rice checks out for Butler County, and in for her was Tinsley Belcher. Misses the second one, does Perkins as well, but Narvaez picks up the rebound, and she's fouled going up, so free throws will come here for Ellen Narvaez. It's the second time Narvaez has gotten a rebound off of a missed free throw. Narvaez will shoot 2 for the Lady Cougars. As that foul was whistled on Anne-Marie Skaggs, her third, team's second. First free throw by Narvaez is good. She's 50% from the free throw line this season, entering today's game. Skaggs comes out. In for her is Carrington Hunt. Free throw is no good by Narvaez. Too long. Rebounded on the floor by Butler County's Leach. Leach on the right side, guarded by Perkins. Weaves around Perkins. Outside to Phelps. Ball fake. Phelps lowers her shoulder. Throws up a wild shot. It's no good. Short. Rebound bounces around, and we're going to have a foul called on Jenna Phelps. That is her second, team's third of this second half. I have that as her second. The official score has that as her first. We'll have to keep an eye on that. At least that's what the scoreboard says. Riggs has got to get it in. Throws it away. Van Meter had spun around. Narvaez was able to go back and grab it, though. Ellen Narvaez is playing really well. She was given the opportunity to start today, and she's making Todd Johnston look very smart for doing that. Riggs in between the circles. 6:17 to go in the first quarter. 28-16. Lady Cougars trail. That inside to Narvaez. Layup left side too hard. Rebounded by Willoughby. It's a great ball movement. Great look for Narvaez. She just put it too high off the glass. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Butler leads Grayson 28-16. Spinning it around Phelps. Bounce pass inside. Van Meter gets it, and she's tackled on the interior. And it's going to be out of bounds off of Butler. It's going to be Grayson County ball regardless. 28-16. Lady Cougars trail Butler. Defense has been a lot better here in the second half for Grayson to start. Got to start, and they've got some good looks on offense. Just haven't put it in. Taylor Leach knocks away the inbounds pass. It's going to stay Lady Cougar basketball. Be Riggs to trigger. Gives it into Van Meter. Bounce pass back to Riggs. Riggs is looking to create some space. She spins around the defender, and we'll break the timeline right up the middle. Riggs, right wing pass to Van Meter, gets a screen from Narvaez. Van Meter drives, gets it outside to Green. 18-footer, far side's not there. Rebound Narvaez, put back right side, good. 10-point game now, 28-18. Timeout on the floor taken by Butler County. 5:34 to go in the third. 32nd timeout taken by the Lady Bears. Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
28-18, Grayson County opens the third quarter of play on it's just a 3-0 run for the Lady Cougars, but it's been Ellen Narvaez who has scored all three of those points, but Lexi Belcher obviously didn't like what she saw. just offensively for Grayson County has looked much better. They've been able to run their offense with a lot higher success here to start this quarter. Steal by Green at the top of the key for Grayson. Green drives it down the right side, layup too hard. Rebounded on the inside by Butler. She falls down. That's going to be a walk. Tinsley Belcher fell down after getting the rebound, and the Lady Cougars are going to keep the ball. 5:20 left in the third quarter. It is 28-18. Bounce pass into the far corner to Van Meter, and she loses it out of bounds, and it's going to go back to Butler. That's just one where Sutton just lost the ball. 5:10 left in the third quarter of play. Bounce pass to Phelps. Phelps weaves through, kicks it into the near corner, and walking with it. And the near side was Parker Willoughby. 5:08 left in the third quarter of play. Grayson County trails this one 28-18. And Van Meter loses the ball. Green is able to run it back down. Gives it off to Riggs. Lady Cougars got to break the timeline. Riggs does. Across the near side, gets around the defender, runs in, and a foul's going to be called on Butler County. It is called on number 10, Tinsley Belcher, her first, team's fourth. It's going to stay on the floor, though. Van Meter to trigger. 4:57 left in the third quarter. Right wing Riggs, out front to Green, passes too hard to Narvaez. It's off her hand, fast break coming down the right side. Layup is good for Ava Wilson. Kennedy Green just put a little bit too much on that pass, and Narvaez wasn't able to corral it. Van Meter in the near corner, she's trapped. Out to Riggs on the right side, spins it around straight away. Riggs drives down the left side, goes up, loses it, gains it back, and they're going to call a walk-on on Riggs. Todd Johnston doesn't agree with the call. They're going to have to talk this over because it was tapped, which means that it's not a walk. They're going to talk it over. Sean Williams explaining what he saw to Trevino Kelly, and they're going to say Grayson County ball, and that's the right call. Lexi Belcher asking for an explanation, but when Riggs drove down, the ball was tapped by Butler County. She lost it and gained it back, and because it was tapped, that's why it's going to stay Grayson County basketball. Great job of officiating there by Sean Williams and Trevino Kelly. Bounce pass in through the hands of Green. It's outside to Perkins, though. Loose ball is going to be a jump ball. And jump ball is going to send the ball back to Butler, so it doesn't end up mattering anyways. That's a great job, though, of officiating. Trevino Kelly didn't have a great angle on it. He called it. Todd Johnston asked to talk to Sean Williams, who had the right angle on it. They talked it over, and they made the right call in the end. 4:20 left in the third quarter, 30-18. Butler leads Grayson. Phelps on the right wing. Jump pass inside. Handoff pass, loose ball. We're going to have another jump ball. I was waiting for it to be whistled. There's the jump ball, and it's going to give the ball back to Grayson. 4:08 here in the third quarter. Lady Cougars trying to find that consistent offense. Riggs has not scored since the first quarter when she played really, really well. Perkins has only scored 1 point in this game. Riggs up the far side of the floor. Jump pass, knocked around. Not a good pass by Arissa Riggs. It's taken away by Phelps. Knocked away from behind and out of bounds off of Jenna Phelps. Great job by Kennedy Green in transition and knocking out from behind. Kennedy Green has only scored 1 point in this game. She's played really well. Van Meter weaving through. She's looking for help, waiting for Riggs to break the timeline. Van Meter gets a screen from Narvaez, gives it back now to Narvaez on the right wing, off to the left side to Green. Green drives down the right side, flip shot, right side, good, right on cue. Kennedy Green puts the shot in. Back to a 10-point game, 30-20. 3.5 left in the third quarter. Butler County has only scored 2 points in this quarter. Only 12 since the start of the second quarter. Leach straight away, lets the defender go by, fires a pass down to the left side, basket good by Ava Wilson. Taylor Leach passed up a good shot to get a better one. Riggs throws it into Van Meter. Van Meter up the near side, gives it to Narvaez. Narvaez drives down, layup right side, in and out. But she'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. I don't know how that one didn't fall. Foul called on Wilson. Her first, team's 5th. Narvaez back to the line to shoot 2. She's 1 of 2 in this game. 50% free throw shooter on the season, so she's consistent. Getting her first career start tonight. First one for Narvaez is too hard. She's played really well. Bailey Moore re-enters the game for Butler County. Checking out will be Ava Wilson. Second chance coming for Narvaez. It's no good long. Rebounded by Taylor Leach. Up the far side of the floor goes Leach. Guarded by Perkins. Into the far corner. Driving down far baseline. Back now to Leach on the right side. Leach the free throw line. Spins it around. She's going to back it off as you got a 1-3-1 pressure here coming from Grayson County. And a bump foul is going to be called at the top of the key on Sydney Perkins. Her first, team's first of the second half. Isabel Blanton comes into the game. Ella Narvaez will take a seat to a standing ovation from her teammates. She's played really well in this game. Jenna Phelps to trigger with 2:48 left in the third quarter. Butler County leads Grayson County 32-20. Right side Phelps keeps her dribble going over into the far corner. Inside pass knocked away by Green into the hands of Riggs. Riggs, an outlet pass back to Green. Green drives on the right side, Euro step, and I think she thought she had somebody on the left block. And honestly, you know what I think happened? Is she saw the orange jumpsuit of Mr. Spirit and thought it was a teammate, but it was not. I don't think Mr. Spirit can go in there and start shooting layups. I mean, I'm sure he can. I don't think that's legal. Then again, though, if there's one man in the state of Kentucky that should get that right, it is one E.E. McGee. Butler County turns it over. Jenna Phelps does. Riggs, an outlet pass into the middle to Green. Green, bounce pass near side to Blanton. Blanton out front to Riggs. Riggs gets a screen from Blanton. Being chased back in the near corner. She's now going to let the 3 fly, and she puts it in. Riggs moves into double figures. It is 32-23, a 9-point game now. Lady Cougars defensive pressure kicking it up a notch, and a bump foul is going to be called on Blanton. That'll be her 4th. Her 4th, team's 2nd. Ella Narvaez and Briley Renfro come into the game for Butler County. It's going to be Addison Miller. Miller 2.3 points and 2.1 rebounds a game. She's appeared in 12 games. This is her first appearance, though, in this one. Phelps to pass in from in front of the Butler County cheerleaders. Lady Bears lead by 9 points. Give it off to Leach at the logo. Here comes the defensive pressure now kicking it up. They leave the player Phelps wide open on the left block. Narvaez came up to try and create some defensive pressure. That just left Phelps wide open, and she makes the easy shot. 34-23, 90 seconds left in the third quarter. Left wing Van Meter. Inside to Renfro. Renfro, left side layup is short. She gets her own rebound, kicks it off to Riggs. Riggs ball fake, driving down the near side. Now backs it off. Out front to Van Meter. Van Meter takes her chance now, throws up a shot. It's no good, but free throws will come. No! Turnover and a walk is called on Van Meter instead. I thought that was going to be a foul, and free throws coming for Sutton Van Meter. Phelps comes out. In for her is, I believe that was Willoughby that re-enters for the Lady Bears. They lead by 11 points, 34-23. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Driving down the right side, bounce pass in, knocked away by Van Meter. Out front. Kicks it off into the right wing to Leach. Out front to Miller. Miller a handoff to Leach. Leach on the left wing, jump pass near side. 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Ball's knocked out by Renfro. Todd Johnston not happy with one of the, or at least explaining his position to one of the officials about something he saw in that possession. Right side for Butler County to the free throw line. Driving in, flip shot is not there. It's going to be a foul before the shot on Grayson County. It's called on Briley Renfro. Her 2nd, team's 3rd. It's going to stay on the floor. Miller will pass in for the Lady Bears. Passes into the left wing to Leach. Leach guarded by Van Meter. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Lady Bears appear to be fine with holding for the final shot of this quarter. And Todd Johnson don't want that. He's going to bring up the defensive pressure here, and it's knocked away and taken away by Renfro. Off to Perkins. Perkins drives down the right side. Layup blocked out of bounds. Bailey Moore got her hand in and swatted it away with 18.4 seconds left in the third quarter. 34-23. Grayson County trails. If you can get this game to within single digits, it'd be huge with a last-second shot. Van Meter to Trigger. Gets it into Narvaez. Narvaez out front now to Riggs, over to the left wing to Van Meter. Van Meter drives in, off-balance shots missed, but she'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2 after being fouled by Carrington Hunt, her second, team's 6th. Van Meter to the line to shoot 2. She is an 87.5% free throw shooter. She's got 6 in this game. And you can make that 7, as that one was nothing but net for Sutton. Game 2 of our doubleheader will follow here today as the Cougar boys will take on Butler County in what should be a offensive showcase. At least that's what Butler County wants. Grayson County's probably going to try and slow it down a little bit. Second free throw by Van Meter. She gets the shooter's roll. She's got 8. It's 34-25. Grayson County trails by 9 points. Over the far side, Perkins gets a steal with 9 seconds. Perkins on the left wing needs help with 6 seconds out front. Butler County gets it back, bouncing around, and we're going to have a ball in the air and a walk called on Butler with 3.8 seconds left here in the third quarter. So Grayson County is going to have a chance for a shot here, 34-25. If they can get a 3 here, this is a ball game. Riggs has got to get it in. 3.8 on the clock. Gives it into Van Meter with 3 seconds. Van Meter off to Riggs on the left side. Riggs, 3 at the buzzer. No good, long. The end of the third quarter of play, Butler County leads Grayson County 34-25. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
Oh boy.
What?
We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you did.
With a My Social Security account, you can request a replacement Social Security card, estimate your benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/my.
Lady Cougars outscored the Lady Bears in that quarter 10-6, but they still trail 34-25 as we start the final quarter of play from Morgantown. Sam Gormley here with you on the call on K105 and also via K105 Digital Productions here from Morgantown, Kentucky. I think you've seen some good things from the Lady Cougars in this game. I mean, defensively really as well. They allowed 18 first quarter points to Butler County. I mean, since that point, you've held them to 16. Or 18, I guess. So I guess you have held it. No, I was right the first time, 16. Math's hard sometimes. So you've held them to less points in the last 2 quarters than you gave up in the first quarter. They're going to need another really good defensive quarter here to try and come back in this game. Lady Bears will start with the basketball. The zone pressure for Grayson. Coming, knocked around, taken away at first by Grayson, but it's off the hands of Riggs out of bounds. She wasn't able to corral it. Miller came in from behind and might have made, I'm not saying it was a foul, I don't think it was, but might have made just enough contact to allow for Riggs to lose it. Leach thought about pulling up a deep right wing 3. Instead passes into Phelps. Phelps off the right side. A foul is going to be called. She sold that one perfectly. And the foul's going to be whistled on Kennedy Green, her third. Team's 4th. Jenna Phelps to the line. She will shoot 2 for Butler County. She has 17 points in this game. Lady Bears just have not had an answer for her, or Lady Cougars have not had an answer for her. First one is good. She's 7 of 10 from the free throw line in this game and make that 8 of 11. She's hitting her free throws, something that in this season, 62%, so she's hitting it more than she usually does. An outlet pass to Renfro, who weaves through, has it in between the circles. Renfro, bounce pass near side, Green. She loses it out of bounds. 7.5 to play in the fourth quarter. 36-25, Grayson County trails Butler County. Lady Cougars have not been able to bring it closer than 6 points. Into the middle, Leach. Gives it to Phelps. Phelps takes one dribble. Right-handed floater is good for Jenna Phelps. Phelps has 21 points in this game. Van Meter up the far side of the floor. Has it in between the circles. Gets a screen from Riggs. Into the near corner to Perkins. Perkins being chased backwards. Gets a screen. Perkins thought about the three far side. Gives it off to Green. Green drives in. Shot right side is off to the right. Rebounded by Miller, and Miller's going to be fouled by Renfro. For Renfro, that's her third, team's fifth. And it does make Butler County now have to at least pass the ball in. Maybe Grayson County can get lucky and get a steal here. Give it into Leach. Leach back to Phelps. Phelps, a no-look pass over to the far corner. Back now to Phelps. Phelps gives to Leach as the Lady Cougars back off into a half-court defense. Man-to-man goes Grayson. 6.5 left in the fourth quarter. It's 38-25 Butler. Passing in and out of bounds. Miller trying to find Hunt, who is cutting down the lane, and not a great pass. Riggs into Renfro. Renfro up the near side of the floor for Grayson County. Renfro on the right wing. Out front to Riggs. Ball fake. Riggs now on to the left side. A handoff pass to Perkins. Perkins drives in. Lets the defender go by. Pulls up. Shots blocked by Phelps. Picked up on the inside on the rebound by Parker Willoughby. Inside to Miller, who is smacked on the face by Riggs unintentionally. That's going to stay on the floor, though, as Arissa Riggs picks up the foul. That's only her first. Team 6. Both teams going to shoot free throws for the remainder of this game. Be Phelps to pass in from right in front of the Butler County cheerleaders. Off to the right side to Leach, into the far corner to Phelps. Phelps back now to Leach. Leach no-look pass back to Phelps. Guarded by Perkins. Phelps spins down the right lane. Left side to Leach. 5:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Leach floater inside the free throw line's not there, but a late foul is going to be whistled, and free throws will come. It's called on Kennedy Green. That is her fourth, team 7th. And 2 free throws will come for Taylor Leach, who is only a 45.8% free throw shooter on this season. And the first free throw is missed by Leach. Second chance coming for the junior Taylor Leach. 2022 third region all-tournament team. Is off to the right. Rebound on the floor. Renfro picks it up. It's 38-25 Butler County, and a foul's going to be called on Miller, and free throws will come for Briley Renfro. For Miller, it's only her first, team 7th. 1-1 will come for the senior Briley Renfro. Lady Cougars trail by 13 points. 5:44 to go in the fourth quarter. Renfro on the year from the free throw line, 26.7%. She'll shoot one and the bonus. And that one's no good. Rebounded by Phelps on the inside. Free throws have been an issue for Grayson in this game, something that coming into this game, they were 30th in the state and 3rd in the region in free throws. Jenna Phelps just drives down, throws up a wild shot, and gets bailed out with a foul. And that'll be on Kennedy Green, and that'll be 5 on Kennedy Green. She'll foul out of this game with 3 points. With 5:35 to go. We got the 20-second clock. Todd Johnson going to wait his 20 seconds to see who he wants to put into the game. And it'll be Ellen Narvaez in place of Kennedy Green with those 5 fouls. Kennedy gave some good minutes today. Phelps the line to shoot 2. Made a living here today. First one's no good, though, for Phelps. Game 2 will follow our game here today, and it does look like it is homecoming today. Second free throw is good there by Jenna Phelps, which means that probably is an extended in between the games. Renfro up the near side of the floor. For Grayson, has it out in front now to Riggs. Riggs off to the left side to Perkins. She's fouled, no whistle. Gives it off to Leach, though. Steals it down the right side. Leach is going to go to the free throw line after being fouled. I think Perkins, the reason she lost that ball is I think she was fouled by Leach. Instead, Perkins is going to foul Leach, and so it just kind of flip-flops. Leach to the line for Butler County. Lady Bears average going to the free throw line just about 23 times a game. They make 13.2% of those, and Leach makes her first one there. Second one, good. Leach makes them both. It's 41-25. Butler County leads Grayson. 5:20 left here in the fourth quarter. Right side Renfro for Grayson County. Picks up her dribble, gives it into the near corner to Narvaez. Right side Renfro, she'll drive in, gets around the defender. Layup too hard, rebounded by Butler County on the inside. It's picked up by Parker Willoughby. Out to Leach. Leach drives down the right side, gets the whole layup. No good, too hard. Rebound ripped away by Perkins on the inside for Grayson County. Perkins taps it off to Riggs. Riggs up the far side of the floor, spins around at the top of the key. Riggs drives down the left side, picks it up at the left elbow, gives it off to Perkins, whose floater on the far side is missed from about 12 feet. Phelps gets another rebound for Butler County. Phelps, guarded by Narvaez, loses the dribble, is able to get it back. Back now to Leach. 4.5 to play in the fourth quarter. (41-25), Grayson County trails in this game against Butler County. Lady Cougars have not scored in this fourth quarter of play. They've been outscored 7-0 in the quarter. Down the right side, Leach, no-look pass to Willoughby. Willoughby now will back it off in between the circles. The handoff pass to Leach. Butler County just running a lot of clock here. So they have the advantage with 4 minutes to go. Phelps on Narvaez. Shot off balance. Good for Jenna Phelps. It's just been that kind of game for Jenna Phelps. She's gotten a lot of those shots to fall. The hometown roll for the senior Jenna Phelps. Renfro up the near side of the floor for Grayson County. Jump pass inside, too hard, out of bounds. And a turnover is going to give the ball back towards Butler County. Hannah Smith enters the game here for Grayson. She's going to get her first opportunity. She's got 6 points and 3 rebounds on the season. She's got good height here, and it's a good opportunity here for a young player. Into the game for Butler County. Kennedy Rice re-enters, as does Anne-Marie Skaggs. Lady Bears lead 43-25, 3.5 to play in the fourth quarter. Right side Leach, guarded by Riggs. Bounce pass far side, out of bounds. Grayson County's going to get the ball back. Riggs triggers into Van Meter. Jumps up high to grab it. It's poked away from behind. Smith's got it back. Gives it to Narvaez. It's knocked around, and it's going to stay. Oh, they're going to stay that's going to be Butler County ball. 3:23 to go in the fourth quarter. 43-25, Grayson County trails. It's not been a good fourth quarter for this Lady Cougar team after really the third quarter was played really well. Leach in the far corner. Chased backwards by Riggs. Pulls up Leach on the left wing. Left side Phelps on Narvaez. Inside pass, trying to create her own space, and the inside shot's missed. Rebound by Rice. It's knocked out of bounds, though, by Smith on the interior. It'll stay Butler County basketball. Into the game here for Grayson County is going to be Peyton Bowman and Bree Jones. Also into the game for Grayson County is Isabel Blanton, as Perkins and Riggs will come out, as will Van Meter. Todd Johnson going to put in his younger players into the game right now, and part of that is going to be that Grayson County plays tomorrow against McLean County. Pass inside to the right side to Rice. Off in the far corner to Phelps. Shot right side is short. Rebounded by Narvaez for Grayson County. And Narvaez going to have a jump ball, and possession's going to head towards Grayson County. You got Bowman, Blanton, Jones, Smith, and Narvaez on the floor here for Grayson County. Jones is bumped, and she'll go to the free throw line. The foul is called on Tinsley Belcher. That is her second. Team's 8th. Bree Jones to the line to shoot 1 in the bonus. Haley Miller will enter the game here for Grayson County in place of Ella Narvaez. Todd Johnston going completely with his younger players. And there were some subs in as well for Lexi Belcher's Butler County team to appear to do most of the same. Bree Jones makes her first free throw, so she'll get her second. Jones, 53% from the free throw line entering that game. Jones' second chance is good. She makes them both. Bree Jones makes both of her free throws. Puts the Lady Cougars on the board here in this fourth quarter. They trail 43-27, 2:40 to go in the fourth. Jenna Phelps still into the game here. Right elbow, pass inside, dumps it off left wing. Shot not there by Miller. Rebound bounces around, picked up, put back inside the lane. Missed by Belcher. Rebounded by Grayson County's Jones. Jones, an outlet pass down to the left block to Blankton. She can't corral it, and it's going to be picked up here by Butler. Butler County losing it, and it runs into the hands of Miller. Miller drives down, pulls up, left elbow shot is off to the left. Rebounded on the inside by Bowman for Grayson. Bowman taps it off to Jones. Jones right up the middle, crosses it to the far side to Blanton. Blanton on the left wing, gets it up. Bounce pass to Jones. She'll let the three fly. It's too long off the back of the iron. Rebound on the floor, picked up, and a jump ball is going to give the ball to Butler. 43-27, 1:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Lexi Logston in for Grayson in place of Isabel Blanton. Jenna Phelps, or is it Jenna Phelps or is that Kennedy Rice that checks out? It is both that checks out. Phelps was the difference for Butler. Right on cue as to what Todd Johnston predicted during our locker room show interview. Miley Franzel is running the point now for Butler. And a timeout's going to be taken by Lexi Belcher with 1:42 to go. We'll take it with her, 43-27. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Lady Cougars trail 43-27 with 1 minute and 42 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter of play. They were getting ready to, I believe, recognize Mr. Spirit here at Butler County High School, but the Butler County band decided to play instead. They tried to cut off the band, but the band didn't realize that they were trying to be cut off. Right side, Mackenzie Coleman for Butler County. Out front to Franzel, guarded by Jones. Franzel gets it inside to Miller. Knocked around, taken back by Franzel with 90 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball rolls around. We're going to have a jump ball. Let's get the ball back here to Grayson County. 1:28 to go. Lady Cougars appear to be on their way to falling to 4-11. They will be back in action tomorrow afternoon at 5:30. They'll play McLean County in a home game, and that's a game that the Lady Cougars going to have to find a way to hopefully pick up a win. McLean County is a team that they are probably more evenly matched with. As Jones drives in, tried to find Smith, but it's knocked around and taken away by Butler. Up the far side of the floor, Skaggs, guarded by Logston. Off to the right side, nice defense by Bowman, and they're going to end up calling a foul on Peyton Bowman. For Bowman, that'll be her first. Team's 8th. More subs will come in here for both teams. Tinsley Belcher to the line. She will shoot 2. 1 of 5 on the free throw line this season. And you can make that 2 of 6. Into the game for Grayson County, you have Jordan Perkins and Addison Spainhoward for the Lady Cougars. Belcher's second free throw is good. She makes them both. .111 to go. Butler County leads by 18 points, 45-27. Logston running the point here for the Lady Cougars. You've got Logston, Bowman, Spainhoward, Smith, and Jordan Perkins on the floor. Perkins has it in between the circles. Right side, Logston, trying to create some space. Logston with the left hand, spins it around on the right wing. Looking for help, finding it to Spainhoward. She bobbles and it's out of bounds, back to Butler. 46.3 seconds on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Butler County has it. It'll be Bailey Moore to run the point here for Butler, guarded by Logston. Moore on the right side, drives in, kicks it off to the left wing. A three is up, and it is way long by Mackenzie Coleman. Long rebound chased down by Logston for Grayson. 30 seconds to go here. Logston in between the circles. For Grayson County, 24 seconds to go. Logston crosses it to the right wing to Smith. Smith looking for help, finds it into Bowman. Bowman down the right side, shots too hard. Rebounded by Butler County. Bailey Moore's got it. Lexi Belcher holds up the stop sign. It appears the Lady Bears will be fine to run out this clock and pick up the 45-27 victory against Grayson County. That is the final score. Butler County defeats Grayson 45-27. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember,
This
at
is
Midway
Cougar
Pharmacy.
basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Butler County High School, where Grayson County falls to Butler County in girls basketball 45-27. We'll come back, jump into our in-between the games, talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Todd Johnson, and get you ready for game number 2 of our doubleheader. In your final score, 45-27, Butler defeats Grayson. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Every 3 minutes, a baby is born with a cleft, making it difficult to talk, hear, eat, and even breathe. Many won't receive the treatment they need to thrive. Through training and financial support, Smile Train gives the power of healing back to local communities so they can provide life-changing surgeries and other services at no cost to families. Help us change the world one smile at a time.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes, look at that. You even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you have to get it trending. Right, backpack kid?
Let's do it.
First, invite your kid to do the vape talk. Let's try this. All right.
Why is he here?
Yeah, I gotta get it trending, honey.
Come on. Let's go.
Oh.
This is Cougar basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Butler County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars fall in game one, 45-27. I think they're about to do homecoming, but you know what? We before we do that, we have to make sure we give a shout out to Butler County here. Is right when we went to break. If I would have known they were going to do it, we would have kept it a little bit longer. They over the PA brought Mr. McGee to the floor and recognized him, and I got to give them a huge shout-out. We'll take a break, talk to head coach Todd Johnston after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
She used to dance and dream of a better life, a brighter future. Today, thanks to Children International and friends like you, she dances for the world. Together, we give children in poverty a chance to set their sights high and achieve their dreams. Learn more about Children International and join us in our life-changing work at children.org today.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Butler County High School, where the Grayson County Lady Cougars fall by a final score of 45-27 to Butler County. Head coach Todd Johnson joins me now. Coach, apparently there's 90 minutes before our next game, so maybe we'll hold you here and we'll just keep talking questions. But I think the one I wanted to start with was somebody got her first career start tonight, Nella Narvaez. And sometimes I know when players get the first career start, I feel like there's only two options. They make you look like a genius, or they play scared and they're not really sure. And I think Ella made you look like a genius. I think she played really well. And the two plays that stuck out the most is you all missed free throws, I think one in the first quarter and one maybe in the second or the third quarter, and she got the rebound both times. And I think that just shows that she just has an knack for the ball.
You know, she does her role on our team better than anyone else does their role. She just, I mentioned it on the pregame, we tell her, you go get every ball. You've got to be the most active person on the floor. She's 5'7", really athletic. I'm trying to get her really to catch and rip and be able to drive, because that's where she's got a mismatch if they're trying to guard her with post. And she did that a couple times, and she just didn't finish. But, the one thing you'll never have to say about Ella is I wish she'd have played harder. You'll never have to say that. I wish she'd have been a better teammate. I wish she'd have looked to pass, play defense, anything. She just is really good at what she does, and she knows who she is. And there's times people on our team, we still struggle with that at times, and that's just teenagers. Sometimes we forget who we are and what we're good at, and we fall to the easy thing, which, maybe settling for too many threes when you should be a driver, things like that. But, we did some really good things again, and I sound like a broken record, and I know you're probably anybody that's listening, but on the pregame show I said 45 points would win, 45 points won, but again we get 27, so just can't score, and we miss countless layups, short jumpers in the paint, but and some of that credit to Butler County because of their size and their physical, and so credit their defense, but at the same time, we probably missed 10 points worth of point-blank layups. So, it's not enough to win, but it's enough to keep the pressure on them, break momentum, and then you never know, because our 1-3-1 was great. It turned them over left and right, and but we couldn't capitalize, couldn't score, but we forced turnovers and out of the 1-3-1, some of them out of our traps, some of it just out of regular 1-3-1 and us being in the passing lanes. But pleased with a lot of things. It's just unfortunate that we can't score.
I thought your second and third quarter defense especially was really good. I mean, they had 18 points in the first quarter, and then, 10 in the second quarter, 6 in the third quarter. I'm sure if I'd have told you 10 and 6 in quarters, that's exactly what you want against a team that's talented in Butler.
Yeah, and, I told them to cut it in half. Let's try to cut it in half, and I think we were a basket short of cutting it in half at halftime or at the end of the third quarter. But we had countless opportunities. Instead of being down 8 or 9, whatever we were, going into the fourth, it could have been – we could have really put some pressure on them as much as we turned them over. So, again, did a lot of good things, and I'm not, not nearly as frustrated tonight as I was against Warren East. But again, we get to the point where we talk about it. We just got to finish.
I think that Jenna Phelps is a really, really good player. We talked about it just a second ago. Is that your team, in a lot of ways, just doesn't have somebody to go up against her. How do you think, though, overall your defense was against her, considering that, listen, she's a really good player.
She is, and, the thing about it, we didn't man her. We didn't play man until there at the end. So, we were trying to double all of them in the post, and then in the 1-3-1, when we're trapping, she got some points there where, again, when we're rotating, trapping, she plays in the middle of the floor, and she's just so good there. But, I said she was the best. Could have been or maybe the best player in the district. Well, she is.
I agree.
She can pass, she can dribble, she can shoot, she can rebound. But she is the best player in our district. And then, I'd probably give the Williams girl at Edmondson a close second. But Phelps just does everything and really talented. And if she's not one of the top 7, 8 overall players in the region, at least top 10, and I'll definitely vote her top 10. But she's a load. She's a good player and a good kid.
Tomorrow, you get an opportunity against a McLean County team that I know you weren't there when you all played them. We weren't there either. 3 weeks ago, give or take 3.5 weeks ago, back at the in-between Christmas and New Year's. And going in, it was kind of you weren't there, which adds to it being a little bit weird. It was a 3 o'clock game on a Wednesday, if my memory's right, which is weird.
That's coach's fault for scheduling that.
In Calhoun, it's just like there was a lot of weird going into a game like that. And I know offensively, you've seen the film for it. I haven't. I know it wasn't the greatest offensive performance for you all. You all lost 49-37. This is a team, though, tomorrow that I know you all know you can compete with. How do you take the good things from tonight moving into tomorrow against a McLean team that's good? I mean, don't get me wrong.
Right.
They have some talent. I know you know their coach very well. You know he's going to have them ready. They haven't played in a couple of days, so you know they'll be hungry and ready.
That's right. After this game in there, we spent the majority of my 7, 8 minutes. I don't talk much after games to them because things are never as bad as they seem and never as good as they seem. So I try to say very little. But we talked about McLean. It's a game we got to win. They're not better than us. It's, again, one of those 50-50 games. It's at home. If we play defense like we did tonight, we'll be fine. Now, we got to find 15 more points. If we can get to 42, 45 tomorrow, which is what our goal was on the year, we would have a winning record if we could get to 45. I mean, we've lost games, people scoring 30s against us and low 40s. So I think we'll be ready to play. And, again, I pretty much told them it's a must-win for us. We've got to come out ready to play, execute, play together, and play defense like we did. And it'll be a close game, but it's one we got to find a way to pull out.
Coach, I appreciate it. We will see you tomorrow afternoon, evening, depending on what. No, I guess you are second. Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to say it's all throwing me off with the JV in between.
I don't know why Coach Kincaid scheduled this 4 games. He's a glutton for punishment, I guess. But
I'm not a fan of the JVs in between.
I'm not either. But hey, whatever. So we'll do the best we can with it, and I think we're scheduled to go at 5:30. I think maybe it can be a little earlier.
I hope so. That's head coach Todd Johnston. We'll come back and have more after this. This is Lady Cougar Basketball on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Navigating the maze of Medicare enrollment can be a confusing and overwhelming experience. State Health Insurance Assistance Programs, or SHIP, are experts on Medicare.
I felt like this place could really help me out.
They were so nice and helpful on the phone. I really do appreciate the fact that they take us seriously.
Local, unbiased, and trusted Medicare help. Contact the SHIP office in your area to make an appointment.
Hi, can I help you?
I just wanted to say thank you. Bye.
Can I help you?
Yeah, just wanted to say thanks.
For what?
For all the money that's been flying out of your drafty windows and doors this winter. It's just so generous of you. So, we wanted to say thanks.
We?
Yeah, the whole neighborhood's here.
Stop throwing your money out the window. Visit us at Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield.
We know windows and doors.
The builder's choice.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans?
From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition of strengthening America through service.
Learn more about supporting veterans in your community by visiting legion.org.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back to Butler County High School, where the Lady Cougars fall in game one by a final score of 45-27. Running on the scoring for Butler County was 24 points from Jenna Phelps, 5 for Taylor Leach, 4 each for Anne-Marie Skaggs and Ava Wilson, 3 apiece for Parker Willoughby and Carrington Hunt, and 2 points for Tinsley Belcher. For Grayson County, it was 10 points from Marissa Riggs to lead the way, 8 points from Sutton Van Meter, 3 each for Kennedy Green and Ellen Narvaez, 2 for Bree Jones, and 1 for Sydney Perkins. That'll wrap up our coverage from game number 1. If you're watching on K105 Digital Productions, we'll end this stream and start a new one. If you're listening on K105, you don't have to go anywhere. We'll be right back with more. So we'll get you ready for game number 2 of our doubleheader between the Bears and the Cougs. That comes up at next right here on K105.